Well, folks, you can take yourself out of the tropics, but the tropics will always be with you. Let's get started. Little update on the garden. So where I threw all these wildflower seeds in the compost pile, you can see they're all coming up. Let's take a look at the garden. Cucumbers. Things growing nice. Look at the onions. Oh, I see a bird or a squirrel or something has been over here. Now, there was some stuff coming up. Here's the dill and cilantro. See the dills all coming up. And cilantro. And I got some cages, as promised, for these. Take these back off. And look at that. Just a few days with the splint and it is standing on its own. So let's take these back out. And those are good too. It's just, they're a little bit, looks a little crowded in there, so, but those work just fine. You can get packs of those. I think they come in like four or 6 or 8, something like that, of packs of those. Okay. This is hard to do holding a GoPro. Okay, I'm bottomed out right there, so yeah, that's good. All right, let's do the same thing with this pepper. That is all the way at the bottom. There we go. That's a lot less cluttered looking too, so put these back out in the garden. So that's awesome. You see that lily's coming back? Alright, so I got a gardenia right here. That's what we ended up putting in that pot there. And then I brought these transplants over. I've been keeping those in the greenhouse. Those came from my buddy Griffin's family's place. And out here, I ended up putting The banana plant went in that one, and now the elephant ears is what I want to plant next. I'm going to put one in the pond. This is how you do a pond plant. So get you like a plastic or pottery pot, fill it with rocks, and put your bulb of whatever you're planting. You fill it with rocks and put your bulb down in there, and then put pea gravel over the top, and then sink that into the pond. And that's what I'm going to do with one of these elephant ears. Okay, so what I did is I left the top where the plant's going to start coming out right there exposed, and then I just pushed the rocks all up around it. That'll keep it from coming out of the water and floating up to the top. And the roots will go down into those bigger rocks, and that'll be ready. And I'm actually going to put these right in the top of these plants that are already here. They're in a big pot already. All right, just like that. So it's right near the surface of the water. I've got the stem exposed. And it should start coming up nicely. Okay, then the rest of these, the last 4 of these elephant ears, I'm just going to put in a pot of potting soil and let those grow, and then I can transplant those somewhere else. Alright, we'll just let those get healthy in there first, and then we can transplant those somewhere else. And we decided to just do 2 more already started herbs here. So I got some sweet mint and German thyme, I think this is. Yeah. So that's where that's going to go, right there. Okay, and so the reason for those particular herbs is because those are shade loving herbs. So that's why we put, so certain herbs have to be kind of in a little bit more shaded area to thrive. So a lot of the mints have to be in shade. German thyme has to be in shade, and so does Italian oregano. So that's why all of these are the ones that we picked for this area. And we didn't overcrowd them, so they've got plenty of room to spread out. And everything always does really well in this bed. This is the only shade bed that we ever reuse every year. So we usually have some kind of mint, or we'll put flowers like begonias, like shade as well. So we put begonias all over the place as well. Look at these ladies in here.